Hey everybody, welcome to Heels and Gills. If you're new to the channel, my name is Chuck. I want to thank you for stopping by, and if you like this video, guys, hope you give us a thumbs up. It helps our little channel out. And today, we're tying up this red and chartreuse little jig with some flash to it. This is a deadly color for those rainbow trout, brown as well, when we're fishing those streams with like 6-pound test fire line with some 6-pound test, 4-pound test later, like some fluorocarbon later. We have a ball with those little trout down there. And this is also around here at our lakes. This is the color that people fishes year round for those big slabs, those crappie. So guys, let's get ready to tie up this little red and chartreuse micro jig. Okay guys, let's get this little 1 ounce jig tied up here. We're going to be going with a black thread on this tie today, right back to where the shank gets ready to bend around the hook, about midway back up. And then the first thing that we're going to be adding is some polar flash. This is excellent material. It puts off a great flash in the water. And we're going to be adding some right to the tail section of this little jig here. Not much at all, just a small pinch of it. You don't want to overdo it on a 1-64 and make it too bulky, especially when you're going to be downsizing, whether you're crappie fishing, fishing for trout, whatever it may be. We want this to come back just off the back of the bend of that hook. I'm going to get rid of a few of these fibers right here. Like I was saying, we don't need a whole lot of this. Get it measured out here. And then we're going to go ahead and add it right on top of that shank. Give him a couple loose wraps. And then we're kind of just going to bring it around and work it around the shank of that hook. When we once get that, we're just going to go down it and give it some tight wraps. There we go. And then we're going to work our way right back up behind the jig head here. Now the first thing we're going to do is flip this little jig over here, and we're going to be going with a red back on this jig here. And what we're going to be using is red hackle. And on my smaller jigs, the way I do this, like in other videos, I just bend over the stem of this hackle. Get a small pinch of it just like so. And then just go ahead and get it cut right off that stem. Doesn't take much at all. And then we're just going to take it and go right through the bend of that hook with it. Let it right back behind that jig head. And then give him a couple of wraps here. We'll do some loose wraps. That way we can bring it up where to sit right on top of the shank of the hook. We'll just twist him around here. That looks pretty good. And then we're just going to lay him back and give some tight wraps into him here. Then we'll just go ahead and get the jig flipped over. And next, we're going to use some chartreuse. This is some leftover feathers that I had here. This will do perfectly fine. Again, we're just going to peel them back. Then we're going to add it right to the top of the shank of the hook here. There we go. And then we can just tie these in. Or lock them in, that is. I don't know why I say tie sometimes. But I mean, just go ahead and get that locked in. I'm going to go back to the flash here. And we're going to just get a couple of strips of it here. Get him cut. Get him cleaned up here. And we just need a couple of these strips up of this color flashing here. We're going to lay right down, come right back behind where that hackle is. Give him a couple of wraps there. Then we're going to turn him over, and we're going to go right around that shank, right across the top of that collar, and lock the other side in. Now at this point, all we need to do is just go ahead and trim this up where it'll be even, and then build this collar up some. And we'll go ahead and we're going to do 4 to 5. We'll do 5 on him here. Turns with the whip finish. Again, this is an excellent color pattern for a crappie. Here at our home crappie lake, this is the pattern. Chartreuse and red. Year round in our lake here. But it's also great for those small stream trout too that we're going to be fishing for. Red and chartreuse, it is the hot color around our lakes right here, and especially our streams that we go to and fish for trout. If you like the video, guys, I hope you give us a thumbs up. That helps our little channel out. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us over on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Don't forget to check the playlist out down below. And guys, until next time, we'll see you right back here at Hills and Gills.